This is what it's all about here, Butterfly. It is the King of the Keg Championship for Remix Wrestling of 2025 on the line here this evening. London Lightning looking to go back-to-back here in terms of King of the Keg Championships. Obviously winning last year against Jesse V. And now taking on Jesse V's tag team partner and the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler, who we've seen throughout this past year have quite the set of matches with the hot stepper McCray Martin. And in case the London Lightning, he had earned his way back into this title opportunity, winning that four-way at our last show, to be here in this position to try and get that King of the Keg Championship once again.
Now, London Lightning, the return of the King, as you say, Gibby, 2024 Remix's King of the Keg tournament, a Crown Guard leader. That's London Lightning. He's come back after one of the best years of anybody's professional career, working all over, getting booked left, right, and center. He's here to prove that there's a reason why he won that championship in the first place against none other than Clutch Jesse V, who happens to be one half of Locked and Loaded with Mark Wheeler over there now on the opposite side of the ring. This is going to be a real fight if ever there was one, Gibby, and we're in for a show tonight.
Mark Wheeler right now taking a timeout here, but there's no timeouts in pro wrestling. He is being counted out here, but he's taking his time and just, well, not getting himself well acclimated with the Remix Wrestling crowd. But you talked about with London Lightning there, Butterfly, in terms of some of his accolades outside of the ring, being able to go across to the United States, same with Storm Rider, part of that group there, and being able to train under the Nightmare Factory, Cody Rhodes' wrestling school, working across the United States as well, trying to really hone in his craft. And you see a little bit of that thinking there, because it's not just about what you learn in terms of moves, but also what you learn with your mind and trying to prepare a game plan against opponents like Mark Wheeler.
Well, as we said, we heard today from the Gus Meister, it is the 30-year anniversary of Remix Wrestling. London Lightning has been here since the very beginning, and you can certainly see a whole new look to him as he's made his way, putting in the rounds all across the circuit. The boy has become a man right in front of our very eyes, and he's here to prove why he's the King of the Keg.
Getting Wheeler back in the ring, now at the center of the ring. He's got the stalling there from London Lightning. And look at how calm, cool, and collected he is in that ring right now. Even knowing that this is an opportunity for that King of the Keg Championship. That keg, of course, right beside us here at our announce desk. You can see the name of London Lightning as well engraved on that keg as well, and just a beautiful King of the Keg Championship being attended to by our special assistant over there.
Yeah, the keg, as we saw it when it came out, it is currently sitting next to our bell ringer. It is certainly sharp and as shiny as it gets. The coveted prize here at Remix Wrestling.
Look at the speed here as London Lightning goes in on the arm drag. Now the drop toe hold, able to float over and able to really lock in. Had a bit of the shoulder there as well onto Mark Wheeler. Oh, here we go. Wheeler was trying to win, but a good reversal. Board buster there from London Lightning.
London Lightning seems to be everywhere all at once. Maybe it's the state of weather that we're having right now, but you can see a testament to the work that this kid's been putting in. He's got some new tricks up his sleeve.
Standing switches going back and forth between Lightning and Wheeler. We can't rule out Mark Wheeler either, even with the tactics that he has utilized in the past to try and get his victories. He is certainly a very, very athletic and very good whenever he is out in that ring. And this is what I was talking about there. That's
Mark Wheeler, as you say, he is the Golden Gun for a reason. There's a lot of ammunition in his pouch, and he's not afraid to come out with the heavy artillery. London Lightning's got to watch keep his eyes focused all around him, because Mark Wheeler's not anybody you want to give any bit of an inch to.
Mark Wheeler, we talk about with London Lightning appearing on AEW programming as well, of course, but even with Mark Wheeler, he's also somebody that has appeared on Ring of Honor programming too, and has certainly showcased why he's one of the best wrestlers in Canada. And certainly great to have a match like this for our King of the Keg Championship for 2025.
And we're certainly honored and absolutely lucky every single night I get to call these matches, especially sitting next to you, Gibby. But here we are watching the brightest and the best in the business glowing and blowing up right before our very eyes. These are some of the best competitors in the entire industry, and Mark Wheeler and London Lightning, those will be household names across the planet in just a short time.
Well, checking the mail there on the praise for us, but it is always a good time to call the matches with you over these last couple of years here for Remix Wrestling, and seen just so much happen here at Broadhead. We see the growth of Remix Wrestling as well, and the dedicated fan base that continues to come here to Broadhead Brewery to have a fun time and see these matches. And
you certainly see those taco hats. These are a lot of long-time fans in the crowd. They've been coming around for a long time. They want to know how these stories finish.
Well, right now, Mark Wheeler looking to try and finish this matchup and try and play spoiler to London Lightning and his quest to become the King of the Keg champion.
Last year we saw Mark Wheeler go head-to-head in a series of battles with McRae Martin. They went all the way to the time limit twice on 2 of those bouts. Later on, Mark Wheeler just kept running rampage throughout the entire card, knocking men down and rising his way to the top. That's what brought him into this picture tonight in the main event, and he's hoping for a big upset right now. It will be a big win for him to bring that keg all the way back to Toronto.
Couple of shots there from Lightning, picking it up, and there's the atomic drop. Running the ropes, but Wheeler able to catch him, and London Lightning going over the top there and to the outside.
Mark Wheeler, just an absolute powerhouse, somehow knocked London Lightning completely out of the ring, and now he's making a mockery out of London. And the fans don't like that.
Well, we saw last year with Jesse V how he was just so aggressive going after London Lightning, taking the fight to him, throwing everything at him, but London Lightning in the end able to overcome the odds and being able to beat the big man in Jesse V. Now this year, a different sort of matchup for London Lightning in his King of the Keg title. Certainly a great wrestler in Mark Wheeler, but no more for his agility and being able to catch you with speed compared to the powerhouse that we saw from Jesse V last year. Has to be a bit of a strategy shift here for London Lightning, and also a first-time matchup between these two. Oh!
London Lightning.
Oh!
Wow.
Swinging for the fences there, but gets his hands right across that ring post.
And that may be exactly what he needed, because you can see the favor now going in London's direction. He's got to keep his head in the game. Mark Wheeler, a very experienced athlete. You got to imagine with those years of experience, so before this match goes on, it's got to favor Wheeler. If London can put this away sooner, he's going to be the winner. But the champion's advantage certainly on his side, but he's got to stay focused.
Oh! And again, this is what we talk about with Mark Wheeler, looking for any sort of avenue to try and get a victory. And there's a DDT right to the face of London Lightning, face first. Here's the cover hook in the outside leg, and Wheeler is able to, or rather Lightning able to kick out of that pinfall attempt from Wheeler.
Yeah, London somehow found a little something deep inside to power out of that one, but part of that's just the training. It's so instinctive, it's deep within his body, he just reacts. You gotta wonder if he even knows that he's in the middle of a championship match right now.
Targeted strike there from Wheeler to Lightning. Wheeler trying to throw Lightning into the ropes. Pick it off. Face first in that top turnbuckle. Now a boot to the face to Wheeler. Grabs by the waist, standing switch. Going back and forth. Lightning and Wheeler looking to try and find the upper hand. In this case, it's going to be Wheeler. Oh, look at this roll through here for Lightning. Oh, Wheeler with a counter. Just going back and forth with these pinfall attempts.
Could go either way. Both men trying to outdo the other. Incredible technical prowess here.
I mean, not even able to get pinfall counts at this point. Now both men able to break free.
And the birthday boy, Kyle Joseph, his head is just spinning.
Look at that flip onto his and a big back elbow there from London Lightning. Now both men are down.
What a back elbow. I think he nearly cut Wheeler in half with that one. It was absolute power. Now these men are digging in deep. We're going into the dark corners of this match right now. We need an outcome. This isn't any ordinary match. This is for the most coveted prize in Remix Wrestling. The winner will walk away with that keg. And that is one heck of a win. The purse, when you win a match like this, your purse goes up, your stock in the company goes up, your bookings across the industry go up. Everybody wants a piece of you.
At the center of the ring, Lightning throwing a couple of strikes to Wheeler. Ducking underneath, picks him up, and again that atomic drop. Another couple of strikes right to the head of Wheeler. Reversal in the corner, but able to ricochet off of that and take him down. And now Blissum, painful spine buster from London Lightning. He hooks the leg. Oh, and that was close. That was 2.9 on that one.
Oh my God, London Lightning going in deep. That was so close, but it just wasn't enough. It does mean, however, this match is still on, and it can go any way right now. London Lightning wondering what he's got to do to bury the golden gun, Mark Wheeler. Mark Wheeler trying to stay in this. He's got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Here's the ripcord trying to throw him down, but Wheeler able to catch it and gets him in the super kick. Spinning him around. A nice double underhook DDT, and there's the cover. It's being kicked out. And I should say that inverted DDT there for Mark Wheeler. Very close on that pinfall attempt.
Wheeler has so many tricks up his sleeve. Testament to the training, testament to the prowess. This guy's been putting in the work for a very long time. There's nobody like Mark Wheeler. Very few men of his stature. He's so fast, he's so quick, so powerful. A lot of TV time on some of the big promotions as well. So that gives him quite the advantage in terms of experience. That being said, the man on the ground, that's a returning king right here in the former Ritter.
Oh! Maybe he was trying to go for an elbow drop, but the boot comes up of Lightning. And that got Wheeler dazed and confused right now.
Wheeler not quite sure where he is. Landed right in the face on that one.
Trying to get his senses back after that. He's just dazed and confused right now.
London to his feet now. Both men are up.
And London Lightning, I think he's recognized the situation that Mark Wheeler is in. That was the last gasp there from Mark Wheeler.
And Wheeler digging in deep, but London's got to be careful. He's got a trick.
Beautiful suplex there from London Lightning. Dragon suplex, and now able to reverse out of that. And the backbreaker there from London Lightning.
London's looking strong right now. He's feeling it for sure. Can he put this one away? Are we going to have a repeat of last year? Can London do it again?
Going to the top rope, but Wheeler gets back on his feet and is able to knock London Lightning off of his perch there at the top rope.
Oh, this isn't good. Oh, two guys up high on the ropes like that. That's a long way down. London fighting for his life.
London Lightning will take Wheeler down, but it took a lot out of him too, as both men off of that top rope, but Lightning on that apron.
London wants to put this one away.
Now going back to that top rope. Oh, and he's able to takes a strike there from Wheeler.
Wheeler just playing with his food right now. London's in a bad position.
Oh, and again, a snot rocket right at the top rope. The disrespect to the 2024 King of the Keg champion.
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh! Gives one right back.
Now a taste of his own medicine. Wheeler can't see.
Knee to the arm of Wheeler. Ripcord and a beautiful takedown, targeting that arm. Look at that move from London Lightning.
Wow, some kind of cattle mutilation.